TVS News at 5, it's Tuesday, July 13. Hello everyone, I'm Douglas Elliott, and let's begin with our top story. The Sarawak Day celebration on July 22nd will proceed this year, albeit at a muted scale due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Local Government and Housing Minister Dato Sri Dr. Sim Kui Hian in a media conference today said Sarawak Day will be celebrated in a hybrid concept.
Our Sarawak Days celebration this year, because of COVID-19, we will only have one formal event, which is on the 22nd July, that night, in the Dome, in which we have a hybrid of virtual and live performance.
With the theme Sarawak Gemilang untuk Semua, the event will be held at the State Legislative Assembly building in Petrajaya and will be attended by Head of State Tun Pehin Sri Abdul Taib Mahmud and Toh Puan Ragat Kurdi and Sarawak Chief Minister Datuk Patinggi Abang Johari Tun Openg and wife. Limited to only 100 guests, the event will also acknowledge the hard work of the unsung heroes during the pandemic.
But the guest list, the unit protocol is working out. It's not all just a VIP. It will be a lot of the ordinary people, the NGOs, the unsung heroes, that people forgotten.
Sarawak Day 2021 will be broadcasted live on TVS Astro Channel 122 and MyTV on July 22nd at 8:15 p.m.
Meanwhile, Dr. Sim has lauded the efforts of medical professionals who have gone above their call of duty by volunteering at vaccination centers in the fight against COVID-19. And singing praise to their efforts, Dr. Sim called them extraordinary.
Then that once in 100 years, the medical profession has been doing extraordinary. There have been extraordinary efforts like UNIMAS, like Koji Square. These are extraordinary efforts that the medical profession stepping out, stepping forward, doing the calling once in 100 years, and with the purpose of fighting COVID-19 together.
He added that the medical volunteers embody the spirit of everyone playing their part to help during this difficult period. At the same time, Dr. Sim also commended the success of the Batu Kawah Vaccination Center, who administered its 4,000th dose on Monday.
4,000 doses, we are very, we notice that if we go by My Sejahtera, because they go by age group, and then we notice that some of the unsung heroes get missed out. So we start the media people, the rubbish collectors, the undertaker. So we start helping them to vaccinate in all these high-risk group, that the unsung heroes, and then we just want to give them an early vaccination so that they can also go and play their roles in our war against COVID.
In preparations of the tourism doors opening, the beautiful and historical Kampung Sentubong receives a facelift with a new drainage system, a recreational area, and renovations of nearby historical attractions.
Seperti yang kita lihat di sebelah kita, ada satu struktur besar, benteng konkrit yang telah pun dibina melalui dana persekutuan yang telah pun siap sepenuhnya untuk mengatasi masalah hakisan tepi pantai yang sering berlaku semasa musim tengkujuh. Apabila siap saja benteng konkrit ini, salah satu masalah yang kita hadapi ialah air bertakung di sebelah dalam benteng tersebut dan menyebabkan memberi kesan kepada rumah-rumah yang berada di tepi pantai. Jadi pihak JKK penghulu telah pun mencadangkan supaya dibina satu sistem peperitan yang sistematik.
Visiting the state-funded gutter project earlier today, Datuk Dr. Abdul Rahman Junaidi says that the 391-meter gutter and the 41-meter gutter extension was made to solve an issue caused by the concrete seawall built 5 years ago.
InsyaAllah apabila PKP ini selesai, kita boleh menjalankan kehidupan seperti biasa. Saya pasti apa saja yang ada di Kampung Sentubong ini, sama ada kemudahan sukan, kemudahan keprasaranan awam, serta keindahan alam semula jadi, serta sejarahnya akan menjadi tarikan kepada pelawat dan pelancong untuk datang ramai-ramai ke kampung ini.
The gutter project included a recreational area for residents and tourists to engage in activities such as beach volleyball, beach football, and camping, as well as renovations on the nearby Wallace Center and Santubong Archaeological Park.
Meanwhile, in Bintulu, 2 were found dead in a freak accident involving a 4-wheel drive and a compact car. The Fire and Rescue Department received a distress call regarding the incident and arrived at the scene at about 10:27 a.m. on Monday near a cafe at Jalan Tubau, Bakun.
The deceased were identified as Dexter Lim Ban Ki, 26-year-old, and Nurdi, a 32-year-old Indonesian resident. Both were on board the compact car and were declared dead by KKM officers who were present at the scene. Meanwhile, 4 victims who were on board of the 4-wheel drive experienced minor injuries and were brought to a nearby clinic. The rescue operations lasted until 2:15 p.m. and was headed by Senior Fire Officer 2, Eric Wilson, accompanied by 5 police officers and 3 health officers.
That is not cool. Oh man.
Hopefully she don't burn the aromatic.
I do have one question. Is the instruction correct? Oh my god.
So I think that our crew actually enjoy seeing us getting commented lah.
Filem-filem ni filem-filem yang menarik, filem-filem yang merakamkan sejarah dahulu kan. Even saya sendiri pun tak pernah tengok benda tu. Apatah lagi kebanyakan filem-filem tu dah rosak. Mana yang kita mampu buat, mana yang kita mampu selamatkan, mana yang kita mampu pulihkan, kita pulihkan.
With love.
Under the great blue sky over Hornbill's land grows Sarawak's treasure, pepper. Its reputation precedes itself and is used by millions all over the world. However, very few understand the challenges faced by pepper farmers. Episode 3: Adversity.
Saya berharap agar usahawan di negeri Sarawak ni meneruskan usaha untuk menghasilkan produk-produk manik ini supaya mereka dapat memasarkan produk mereka sehingga ke luar negara.
Hello there and welcome back. And now for the latest updates on COVID-19, as Malaysia has breached the grim milestone of 10,000 daily cases with 11,079 cases recorded just today. This is the first time the country has reached 5 figures in daily cases. In a tweet, Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah said Selangor reported 5,263 new cases, the highest in the country, while Kuala Lumpur is the second highest with 1,521 cases. This followed by Negeri Sembilan with 1,033. Sarawak, on the other hand, recorded a surge in cases with 472 new infections reported today. And as usual, stay tuned with us as we bring you the latest updates on COVID-19. And on sports development, it is every national athlete's dream to make it to the big leagues. That is, of course, the Olympic Games. And for our national cyclist, Mohammad Shah Firdaus Shahroom, he pushes the dream even further to score a medal for his maiden appearance in the Tokyo Olympics 2021 held later this month.
According to Shah himself, the unwavering support from his coach John Beasley, his fellow teammates Muhammad Azizul Hasni Awang, and sponsors such as Sime Darby Foundation are key factors to his high performance in the sports. Azizul Hasni, who was given the nickname the Pocket Rocket Man, and Shah will be partaking in the individual Kirin and sprinting event during the Tokyo Games starting 4th of August. A total of 2.6 million ringgit have been allocated from February 2017 to August 2021 for the SDF-TCT Road to Tokyo program. The program became stepping stones for young athletes such as Shah and two other national cyclists, namely Muhammad Fadil Muhammad Zonis and Anis Amira Rosidi, to qualify themselves in 50 other international games held worldwide.
In world news, the Saudi Arabian government has included Sinovac in its list of recognized vaccines to gain entry into the country. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department of Religious Affairs, Dr. Zulkifli Muhammad Al-Bakri, said the public could convey the good news to family members who wish to perform Hajj and Umrah in Saudi Arabia.
Dato Zulkifli also shared a link to the Saudi Arabian Health Ministry's website on his official Facebook page for reference purposes. With the latest developments, Saudi Arabia now recognizes 6 types of vaccines, namely Pfizer-BioNTech, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Janssen, Sinopharm, and Sinovac. Prior to this, it was reported that only pilgrims who received the Pfizer and AstraZeneca vaccines would be allowed to perform the Hajj. This raised concerns among Malaysians who mostly were administered with a Sinovac vaccine.
Wrapping up the 15 minutes, as Australian scientists have developed a pain-free blood sugar testing method for diabetics through a non-invasive strip that checks glucose levels via saliva. The latest test works by embedding an enzyme that detects glucose into a transistor that can then transmit the presence of glucose.
According to Paul Dastoor, professor of physics at the University of Newcastle in Australia, who led the team that created it, the test can be made through printing at a low cost since the electronic materials in the transistor are inks.
The holy grail of glucose testing has been something that is non-invasive. And so what we were able to show over the last 20 years is that we're able to detect glucose at sensitivities, at the concentrations that it exists in your saliva, which is about 100 times lower than it is in your blood. And so, of course, that's remarkable now, because instead of asking people to stab themselves 5-10 times a day, we now offer the opportunity of a test which actually just uses your saliva.
The project secured $4.7 million, which is equivalent to 19.7 million ringgit, in funding from the Australian government to establish a facility to produce the test kits should clinical trials be passed. Dastoor says the technology could also be transferred to COVID-19 testing and allergen, hormone, and cancer testing.
And that's all the time we have for News at 5. Be sure to tune in to Nightline with Cheryl Shiminato. Once again, I'm Nicholas Elliott. Thank you for watching.